Hello everyone, welcome back to the another episode of the Tech Sharmit podcast. And today I am here with another special guest, Jeet Kumar, joining us all the way from United States. Jeet is the CEO and co-founder of In Time Tech, but in IT industry, he is popular as a leader who doesn't just build the software but builds the trust, leadership, and a meaningful impact through his work. So, today in this episode, we will explore Jeet's journey, his unique leadership philosophy. But before that, I'd like to thank Jeet for joining us today in this episode. And now, Jeet, let's begin the discussion with your introduction itself. So, these days, like, how do you introduce yourself, not just as a title or as a LinkedIn version, but in a room of people, in a room full of people who have never met you? So, who is Jeet Kumar to you?
First and foremost, thank you, Amit, for having me on this podcast. And to all the viewers and the listeners, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be here, glad to be part of this creation. How do I introduce myself? As you share, I'm CEO, president, and founder at In Time Tech, but that's definitely what I do. But I introduce myself along with what I do to who I am. And if you ask me who I am as a human being, I'm a possibility. I'm a possibility of love, affection, creation, and contribution. All of that is who I am. And I need to be a leader to ensure that I provide love. I create possibilities. I create affection with people. Compassion and affection is a very important part before love can be experienced. So all of those attributes I introduce myself with because that's who I am. What I do, definitely I do depending on the role that I'm in, but who I am is very, very important to me.
Okay. Thanks for the introduction, Jeet. And now we will talk a bit more about your professional journey, your personal insights. So let's start with the tagline itself, because in time tagline says we are here to create abundance. We just happen to build software. So it's a very powerful, thoughtful line. So what do you think? Like, what makes this more than just a branding for you personally as well as professionally?
Yeah. I think my story, which is the story of our company, it goes way back to my childhood. I grew up in India in a very small village, maybe a town level, in the northern part of India, very close to Delhi. So that's where I grew up in Rajasthan. And I lost my father when I was 2 years old. I was raised by a single mom, four sisters, and I was the only boy. And so for me, I've seen dirt poverty, less than 50 cents a day, 20 rupees a day was my life when I was growing up. So my mom had to find a way to meet the two ends of life and make sure that these five kids reach to their own potential. But I've gone through a lot of scarcity in the process. Didn't even go to school till fifth grade. Didn't have bat ball or any gears to play cricket. Sometimes didn't have enough food on the table. Didn't have enough to even enjoy and experience life, which every kid uh, deserves to have, so to say, entitled to have, because that's how kids should be taken care of. But unfortunately, there are a lot of kids like me still uh, go through the same challenges and problems. So for me, scarcity was way of being, way of living, and that made me, shaped me, colored me who I am today as a human being. So when I grew up, I did my undergrad from REC, MREC in those days. Now it's Malviya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur. That's what I did my undergrad. And when I passed out, when I graduated from college, I wondered that my life was good, but what about other people's life? And I wanted to create abundance on this planet. Scarcity to abundance has been my journey. So this is not only a tagline, it is a way of being and way of who I am as a human being. Most of the companies are being created by entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurial journey becomes the company journey. So in our company, we say in time tech is a platform for creating abundance. We just happen to build software That's all what I knew. That was my profession. That's what was undergrad that I graduated with. But I always wanted to create a possibility for a lot of kids, kids like me who never had opportunities, wanted to have opportunities, but never had opportunities. So in time tech stands for creating opportunities for those who do not have opportunities and ensure they end up having opportunities. And that's what creating abundance for us is.
Okay. Yeah. So, Jeet, we can say that by the so far discussion, it is quite clear that it's your mother, your family, and you who take the challenges head on. You face all those obstacles during your initial days, and I think that that time is itself is the thing that build you today you are, right? And that is the reason, like, you understand the pain of other who are also struggling with these kind of obstacles and challenges there, and that's why you are providing the solution for those kind of thing. And as you mentioned, scarcity from scarcity to abundance, that is the core vision of your organization also. Okay, so let's talk a bit more in a very layman terminology. So let's say if someone is there who have never heard or a word abundance before, so how would you explain it to them, the word abundance in a way that also align with the goal of your organization?
Yeah. I think if you think about if something is limiting
Mm-hmm.
or in a scarcity, in a scarce commodity, even when you look at in India, when we drive on roads, people cut each other to get the control of the road because there are too many cars, too many human beings, but not limited infrastructure. In education, there are so many limited seats in our country back in India. Now, when I came to the US, I saw there is abundance of opportunities here, abundance of jobs available here, but there are not very many enough people to take care of those jobs, provide the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math. Very limited people take on those fields and domains. So what I saw an opportunity, so that the abundance of jobs that are available on the US side, and then abundance of jobs that people are looking on the India side, and just bridging that gap. So, in layman language, what is abundance? Abundance is creating opportunities. Opportunities for those what I share, those who would like to have an opportunities. On the US side, companies wanted to have an opportunity to have an access to real talent who can deliver on time with quality.
Yes.
India side, we were looking for and still looking for quality jobs so that we can have earnings to take care of ourselves, our family members, our loved one, the community, the country, whatever level you want to go. And so, in layman language, abundance for me and abundance for our companies, creating opportunities for those who do not have opportunities, whether individual level or organizational level, and then bringing those people together so that they can achieve their dreams. They can achieve their dreams. In our company, we say, achieve your dreams through our dreams. This company has a dream. I had a dream, but I wanted to make sure everybody can achieve their dreams through the dreams that I had of the abundance. So people come here to work, but in the process, they discover themselves. And I also say one of the very important aspects of abundance is helping people to discover who
Hmm.
they are as human beings and what they would like to achieve and create on this planet. So, discover who you are, discover the life that you love, and then live that life fully through the platform of In Time Tech. So, this is what In Time Tech is all about. Abundance is opportunities and also creating a possibility where people and human beings and organizations can achieve their objectives and dreams through the dreams of this company.
Okay. So, Jeet, we can clearly see your mission, your organization vision behind this. But one question, like, if someday you got to know that software is disappeared completely from the world, so how would you still live out the creating abundance mission with your other tasks or other moments?
Yeah. As you can see, Amit, abundance is not limited to software only.
Right.
It's a human thing. Everybody want opportunities. You can have opportunities by creating a textile export import business. You
Hmm.
can create abundance by creating abundance of jobs by building EV, uh, small scooter or motorcycle or a bike or a car, or you can have abundance by opening a coffee shop. It's not Abundance is not proprietary to software only. And so for me, if software goes away, right, in the world of AI, people are talking about that we don't need software developers as much as I say, there are always, if something is not needed, something else is needed.
Correct.
In the world of this new era of artificial intelligence, maybe we don't need that hardcore programmers, those inbuilt programming capabilities. But then what you need, because machine can do the repetitive work, but what
Right.
we need humans to understand the design logic behind the software. Machine cannot understand. Machine cannot have this conversation that you and I are having.
Right.
Machine cannot create content which comes from the heart. The sales conversation cannot happen through machines. It's a human to human emotions. So why not let machines take care of the brain work, our repetitive, mechanical, automated work, so that humans can do the human work, which is heart to heart connection. This is what artificial intelligence is creating and providing to humans. So not only it's a hypothetical question which you are asking if software goes away, I say the need of what we used to do has been diminishing, going
Hmm.
down. But there are other needs have come up in our company right now. And as we go through this era of artificial intelligence, we are transforming our company to do something else, but the core, the foundation, the belief and the need of creating abundance is so valid. It's evergreen, ever growing needs of human to human connection where people can have an opportunity and connect with people to live this life fully. So if not software, something else. If not
Something
something
else.
else, then something else, something more. In fact, in my world, it is nothing to do with a particular thing or one thing. It's the mindset. It is the core of who you are. And that's what abundance is. Every human being, 8 billion people live on this planet. Everybody wants abundance because that's all what human being wants. They want love, they want to receive love. They want opportunity, they want to create. They want to really spend time on the things that matter to them and matter the most. And that's what abundance creates.
Okay, so I think with this answer, now I got why like you call or introduce yourself as a person who create possibilities because this is the vision that you have in your mind. So that's a great thing. And here, like as you just touched the very hot topic nowadays, everyone is talking about AI. So when you just one question regarding the students on the
Please.
perspective of
And
students.
I would love to answer those questions because I think the value, you can listen to any podcast and it's good conversation, but what is in for them? I want our viewer and listeners to get value out of it. So please do ask me as many questions as you can. I mean, so that they can laugh with some possibilities and creation for themselves.
Yes. So nowadays, like everyone is trying their hands on the AI tools like Chat GPTs and all. So as a leader, what advice would you like to share with college students or the undergraduate student that how they should use the AI application? What should be the do's or don'ts for them?
Yeah, you can see what I share. AI is what? It's AI has been for a long time, but
Yes.
it's an automation tool. Like anything that machine can repeat with the least human interaction
Hmm.
is what AI provides.
Right.
Anywhere where there is repetitive work or a machine can connect the dots and comprehend the data. But if you look at it about AI, all the training of the models, right? SLMs, LLMs, all the stuff which you are saying, it's based on the historical data. You can only look at the historical data and predict what might be it is, right? If you ask
Right.
who's Amit or who's Jeet Kumar, or should I go into engineering or should I go into another profession, it's going to give you based on historical data.
Right.
I think what my insight and recommendation and advice to the future professionals, whether you are in college or you are just getting into the workforce or you have been in the workforce for a long time. Let machines do what humans are not designed to do,
Hmm.
and let humans do what machines are not designed to do.
Right.
Humans don't like a repetitive work. There's no value creation in that. There was an elevator in India. I was one time in a big, 20-story building. Somebody was just pressing button to take someone up and someone down. Right, the person sitting on a chair. One time I was seeing, it's hardly nowadays you see. But I say, how? What's the life for that person who's going up and down on an elevator to really just help the passengers? There's no creation in that. Let machine does that, right? You
Right.
can extend that to any no CNC machine or any automotive work or any software which where repetition can happen. Let the
Hmm.
machine and AI takes care of that part. But humans are supposed to do. They
Yes.
humans are the creator of new technology. Somebody had thought about that you can fly. Aeroplanes are not created by machine. It has been a thought of a human first.
Hmm.
Then somebody converted that into the reality. So medical innovations, engineering innovations, or anything which you talk about, or human interaction where heart. So I say, let the machine take care of your mind work, and you should look where is your heart work. Get into their heart. Look at
Yes.
what you want to achieve on this planet. What do you want to create? So when you are if you are in a college, or when you want to look for a first job, or if you are in a just got into a company, ask a question. What do you stand for? What do you like to create on this planet? Have something that you feel like you can create, you can add value, whether it's a content, whether engineering innovation, whether revolutionize ideas, or something where you can leave your imprint, your your seal, your imprint, something which is unique, something that is special, something that you are inspired about. Amit, you are doing this podcast. Somewhere you saw a possibility for yourself, that
Yes.
this might be a way for you to create possibility for you and for others. Now, I can tell you, no AI can replace this. You can try. But what AI could replace is when we finish talking, you can feed that into a AI engine and
Right.
come up with the clips that you should not be spending time on editing or doing some bunch of things. Let the machine take care of. But this conversation could have not, should have not, would have not, cannot, will not, should not be possible through AI.
Through machine.
So let the humans do humans work. Let machines do machinery work. And if you can get that, you will never need to worry about whether you will be replaced or you'll be obsolete through AI or any technology. Just get connected with it deep in your heart and be who you are. Every human being is special, unique, special. You are a gift of God. Every child is a gift of God, right? Whatever God you follow, be that gift. Find your gift and be that human being and create that possibility. And then use AI to extend and expand that creation that you stand for.
That's a great explanation, Jeet. And I think now everyone has the clear understanding that AI is not going to take your job. It is here to help you because there is nothing that can replace the human. So that's a great
Nothing.
thing.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Jeet, like we know about your vision, we have witnessed so many of your great initiatives by you and by your team. But here, I would like to ask about one part of your journey that no one ever asked about, but shaped everything that you have built so far.
Yeah. I think what I talked about, why I do what I do, right?
Mhm.
I have done many things in life. And I think until you get into the conversation like this, you will not get to know about who Jeet is actually. Huh?
Yes.
Because all my creation and accolades are not a big deal, but that's all what people see. Human beings need to know that I'm heart first, mind second. I'm
Hmm.
all about love because I truly believe that you can love someone without leading, but you cannot lead someone without loving them first. I'm a
Yes.
strong believer of a leadership. You change the leader, you change the conversation. People rise or fall around a leader, whether it is an individual level at a home or an organization or a community or a country level. You change the leader, you change everything. A captain of the team can decide how the team is going to perform or how it performs. So for me, leadership is all about love and it's hard. And it comes back way back from my childhood. How those events, those
Mm.
experiences shaped me, colored me, made me who I am today. So I would like people to know that I'm human first, role second. I stand for something which is bigger than myself called creating abundance on this planet. I will do everything in my capacity to create abundance of jobs, abundance of opportunities where people can discover who they are, the thing they love, and then extend this platform to them so that they can really achieve and live that life that they love fully. Just meet with people, greet people, create along with people, share with them this life. Life is a precious gift for me. So those are the things which I want to share that hardly people get to know. They see entrepreneurship, they see in time tech, they see growth, they see a bunch of things which is nothing wrong and it's all wonderful. And I'm very much committed to create more so a company from zero to $36 million last year we did in terms of crores. It's a 300 crore rupees top line company, and the valuation even higher got created. So nothing wrong about creating products and services and offering things to people and building buildings and creating a global 8 offices we have got worldwide. But from the core, I'm human first
Mm.
and entrepreneur second and role third.
Okay. Okay, so Jeet, in your initial days, like you left a stable job at HP prior to this in time tech. You also co-invented 12 patents, and now you are leading in time tech, helping others to separate core from the context. So, what drove you to those kind of choices? Like how you decided that yes, this is the right time to change the way you are contributing for the industry.
Yeah. See, I always wanted to create abundance on this planet. It was my core and it was who I was. Didn't know how to start, didn't know where
Mhm.
to start. So, did my undergrad. You heard a few minutes ago in Jaipur. I graduated. I worked with Tata Groups for 4 years. And then I got an opportunity, came to the US. I came here in 99. Y2K was going on. There were a lot of developers like me was coming from India to support the US to take care of the challenges that was put forward through Y2K century change. So US government approved 185,000 visas in those days. So I was one of those and I came here and I got a first contracting job with HP here in Boise, Idaho. That's where I live now. And so I started my career. My first goal was to learn, to understand, to make some money because I didn't have much. Married, I left my wife behind. So VG joined me later on. We got our 2 kids. My son was born in 2000, daughter was born in 2005. Life was set, making six figure in dollars money. But that drive, the zeal, the
Mm.
commitment towards abundance was always in my heart, and that drove me towards entrepreneurship. So when I was even in, I'm a problem solver. I look for a thing in a very different way. So this patents you are talking
Mm.
about, there are many many things. I used to be a design engineer in laser jet printers, HP laser jet printers division. I used to write a firmware, and paper handling and consumables was the area where I was working on. And if you see a small chip on cartridge, toner
Mhm.
cartridge is there. And I designed along with a pretty big team. We were together, but we designed a algorithm. I wrote majority of that, which decide whether it's a authentic HP cartridge or inauthentic HP cartridge, right?
Okay.
So e-label, there was a small chip we used to have. So the whole design was created in those days, and I was a lead engineer, so I had to lead those. But I was dealing with the systems, engineering, laptops, firmware, printers, less with the humans. But but those are like no matter whether you work or with people or work with systems, you can always create things. So these patents came out with that. One of them was where I came to India for my visa. I stamped in those days, and I had to take a printout, which is just a monochrome printout. I had to take close to the embassy in Delhi. So I went over there. The printer was there. All color cartridges were out because they were costly and he was not able to replace. But the monochrome cartridge was on. But because that was a color printer, it could not print.
Okay.
So I say that's okay. Why not you? I need a monochrome printer cartridge. You could print. I went when I came to the US back, I talked with my marketing team, tech marketing team, and say, why not we design a system where you can print in mono when color cartridges are out? So that was one of the features we developed, and I have a patents on that through HP. By the way, though all patents belong to HP because when you work for a company, all your creation belongs to them. I was very happy to create so many things for HP and people. So that's what I did in those days. But the zeal, the drive, the the commitment that I had of towards creating abundance, I just took it on, and that's what I did by starting this company. And I wanted to create possibilities, and I had no money and anything, so started this company with nothing. Hired 4 employees, and I thought what companies need is software development in areas which is business critical but not market differentiator because companies should market differentiate. It is
Yeah.
Jeffrey Moore's model. So core is which create business differentiation, differentiation, market differentiation, but not business critical. And context is the rest. So I we took it on the area which doesn't create a differentiation but required. That is a contact which was core for us, and left the core, the secret sauce with the companies. And those 4 employees grew up to 1,200 employees worldwide, 8 offices. But the concept is how do we help you? In those days, that part. Nowadays, AI and others, people don't have full understanding and capabilities and capacity. We extend that to Fortune 50 companies. We have many partners. We call them partners, not clients. We work, but our concept, the core to the companies is still the same.
Yeah.
How do we help you to achieve your business objectives? How do we come along so you can achieve your dreams through our dreams? Right? So that's the concept, that's the foundation. Now we are building multiple products, we are opening up our offices, we are doing a bunch of things right now, Amit, and it's just a blessing to be part of this creation. And that's the foundation of what In Time Tech does.
Okay. All right. So now, Jeet, we will talk about the key person behind your life because we all know that behind every successful person, there is a group of network. So for you, who were those key people who have helped you in your journey, or there is any other source of inspiration behind your journey?
No, definitely. And I think a lot of people ask me that question. Unfortunately, when I was growing up, not having a father, not having a big brother, no one was there to help me and support me and lead me. So I took it on the role of a leadership very early, way back in my childhood. At nesting stages and early stages of my life, I became a leader of home. I became a leader of the team. So I could not able to find someone who can really guide me, coach me, mentor me, help me. And so throughout my journey, that's I have seen that I was ahead. I was always doing things doing things at a level which was my which age was not allowing me to do, and that made me a kind of person I am. But one other thing that I remember, I was watching, or in those days there was a particular assembly happen on the India side. Without going into the detail, I think one of the stories of Lord Shiva, like a Hindu mythologies. And I don't follow any particular religion, by the way. I don't go to temple or anything practice, but I'm just like born as a Hindu. I was just being exposed to those things. And so I listened to a Lord Shiva story. And I think his way of living was that I have a least needs and I have maximum to give. I'm
Hmm.
here to serve, right? There was a whole process happened where anything comes out from that activities you have to consume. When nectar came out, all people were ready to consume that one because that will make them um, immortal, right? That you will never die. But when poison came out, no one was willing to take because it will make you kill.
Right.
So he took it on and put on his vocal cord, right? Took it on and just say, no, I will sacrifice my life for you.
Hmm.
He was there for everybody. When River Ganga came out, he put on his hat. He was having a basic living, like basic living. He used to live in a mountain, not having a proper dress sense. Love of his life, he's given his life to that human being. That was the belief I developed early stages in my life. But then also, don't mess up with me. I'll open my
Yes.
third eye and burn you out. Right? So you don't like leadership. Your love is not kind. Kindness is not your love, and kindness is the foundation and it's strength, not a weakness. So your kindness is not a weakness. So I took it on. And even so much and so yearly I do a 36-hour water fast, water and coffee, black coffee fast. I don't eat during Mahasivratri. Those who are
Hmm.
in India understand, those who are going to listen to this other part of the world, just check it out. But I just do it not because if I'm a religious guy or anything, it's a tribute to what the leadership which Lord Shiva presents. And that is my guiding force throughout my life, shape me in a way that I can really look at, give the max, take the least, provide leadership, take care of other people, have a basic things in your life rather than living a flashy, extravagant life. Those are my beliefs. And my kindness is not weakness. I take a stand for people and I do what it takes. And you don't mess up with cheat because I'll teach a lesson for life. Not that I have to, but then if I don't, then you're going to continue um, perpetuate that pain to other people. And it is my responsibility to make sure that you understand that you should be the extension of love and not the suffering and pain for other people.
Okay. So, Jeet, like, although like we have plenty of things that we can discuss with the expert like yourself, but due to the limited time, I would like to ask my last question, and this is related to your community involvement. Because while I was doing some research on your profile, I found that you are also a part of Women Innovators and the Idaho Technology Council. So, what do you think? Like, why it is so important for a CEO to be a part of these kinds of group councils and initiatives?
Yeah, I think in the back, if you see, I got a CEO of Influence Award, and these are just like just to represent our company, right? There are many ways, right? You talk about Idaho Technology Council. I want to show, right? This
Hmm.
was the I got a acknowledgement about the contribution. Now, part of the conversation is not about what I do, but
Hmm.
why I just want to share so that people, again, viewers and listeners can laugh with the
Right.
inspiration because that's the goal. A guy like me who grew up in a small village, didn't have access to education, money, resources to reach to where I am today is a possibility. And so it is my duty to give back. And the way to give back is community. Whether you share a couple of organizations, Women Innovators, Idaho Technology Council, we have some of the organization in India side. I just go to colleges and speak. This podcast, you reached out to me, Amit. I say, why not? Right? There are many things which I've done, wrote 2 books, because end of the day, no, again, create an impact. There's a book, and if you are interested, you send a message to Amit. I will more than happy, or to me on LinkedIn, I would more than happy to provide you a copy at no cost to you. All of this is serving other human beings.
Yes.
You can serve your loved ones. It's a circle. You need to take care of yourself first on the core. Until you take care of yourself, how you're going to take care of others. Then you go to your loved ones. Then you take care of family and friends, extended one. Then you go to organization and team. Then you go to the community. Then you go to the larger state, and then you go to the world. This is how the life works. So I take personal responsibility to serve the community because the world has given so much to me. I could have not been I could have not been fraction. I could have not here had the people that who have contributed in my life. And it is my responsibility, it is my commitment to give back to the human beings so that they can live the life they love and live it fully. And community is the best way to do it. And I'll continue to for the rest of my life. This podcast is part of that creation.
All right. So, thank you so much, Jeet, for joining us today in this episode and for sharing so much information related to AI and your personal insight. I'm sure those who are from IT industry they can resonate with all of the things that you face in your initial days and how you are leading the world today. So, thank you
Yeah.
once again for being a part of
I
the show.
appreciate Amit in the last departing insights and my love for human beings. Believe in yourself. If Jeet can do it, you can do it better than what he has done. I've done nothing. Don't let anyone tell you you don't deserve. Don't let anyone kill your dreams. Dream big. Take a stand. Work hard. Do what is required. And the world will really going to be with you for you so that you can make this world a better place at a level where you came in, what the world was, to the place where you are going to leave it. There's distinct difference you are going to leave and you are going to create tons of impact. So my love for you, and if I can be of any help to you, I'm at you and to all the viewers and listeners, do reach out to me. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. I'm always here for you.
All right. Yeah. So, thank you once again, Jeet, for joining the show.
Very much, Amit. Thank you for the opportunity and I love you all so much. Take care, everyone.